Synapse, long haul performance, lightweight efficiency. Check it out.
We've all been there. The feeling of emotion, freedom, exhilaration. Just you and the bike working harmoniously to create the perfect riding experience. Synapse is all about making a connection. So it's the connection of the rider to the bike to the road, and really feeling it. It's integrating the rider and making a full connection with the road.
To me, Synapse kind of conjures up really the ultimate connection. It's making that connection between myself, the seat, the handlebars, and really moving that down to the road. It's really the ultimate connection between myself, the bike, and the road I'm riding on.
The neurons firing across these synapses, which is going to leave that long-lasting effect of exhilaration when you're on the bike.
The Synapse is Cannondale's first full carbon road frame.
It really offers all-day efficiency, performance and comfort.
If you go out for a 100-mile ride, you really need a bike that's going to absorb vibration, that's going to be efficient, it's going to be lightweight to get up those big hills, but also inspire confidence to be able to charge down hills in a pack of riders. I think the customer for the Cannondale Synapse is someone who wants a well-thought-out product. They want to make sure that their hard-earned money is spent on something that's really every detail's been taken care of, to not only ride longer, but to have more fun and, well, let's face it, everybody wants to be at the top first.
The Synapse is all about taking your riding experience to a whole nother level.
Our goal in creating the Synapse was to add a degree of comfort to the ride of the bicycle without compromising the performance characteristics like weight and efficiency.
The Synapse does a great job of absorbing small road vibrations and irregularities. Everyone who rides their bike doesn't always ride on the smoothest of roads, and a lot of times, the best and most scenic places to ride aren't perfect pavement. There's some shaping and some layup things that we did with the rear end of the bike that really set it apart from anything else in the industry. We took the shape of the chainstays from our Scalpel mountain bike. Unlike the Scalpel, the Synapse certainly doesn't need 2.5 inches of travel in the rear end, but that shape of the Scalpel chainstays really helps to absorb road vibration and make for a much more comfortable ride. The things that we were able to learn from the Scalpel, we were really able to apply to the Synapse to provide for the ultimate in performance with no sacrifice in comfort. SAVE stands for Synapse Active Vibration Elimination, and it's a term that we came up with to really define the goal of this project, to make a very high-performance road frame with no sacrifice in comfort. And the SAVE chainstays work in conjunction with the seat stays. Without those seat stays, the chainstays aren't really able to do their job. The seat stays curve gradually as you approach the dropout and really allow for that vibration absorption from the chainstays.
Triaxle hourglass seat stays actually provide comfort because of the different bends that are associated with this frame. We actually have a slight curve from the seat tube down to the dropout. We also have our hourglass seat stay shape to this seat stays as well. And again, that's going to give you compliancy that's unmatched without any loss of efficiency.
The Synapse is a really lightweight bike, and it all starts with the frame. The frame features tubing that has radial butting. Basically what that means is the different sections of the tube have different wall thicknesses. So for instance, in the Synapse, the left and the right side of the tubes are thicker than the top and the bottom. Having the left and the right be thicker allows for tremendous lateral rigidity, very good for cornering, for sprinting, for descending. And then having thinner wall thicknesses on the top and bottom really provide for more comfort. It allows you to absorb road vibration and provide for a fantastic ride. Another unique feature that the Synapse has is it has carbon fiber dropouts. This is different than many of our competitors' frames in that we actually mold individual carbon dropouts for each of our 7 sizes. Having a full carbon dropout with no bolts, no aluminum pivot pieces, it's really the best joint structurally for the frame as well as best from a weight perspective. We certainly could have taken the easy approach and done a one-size-fits-all dropout. It would have been cheaper from us from a manufacturing perspective, but it really wouldn't have provided the lightweight and the durability and the finish that everyone expects from a Cannondale product. There's a number of things about rider position on the Synapse that really set it apart. The head tube lengths are a little bit longer than a traditional race bike. That provides for a more comfortable upright position. The wheelbase is also longer. That provides for more stable handling, a little bit more comfort out there on the road. Although the Synapse does have a little bit longer head tube lengths than a race bike, it would make a perfectly good race bike. You can certainly take out about 25 millimeters of spacers that the bikes are shipped with, and then you're back down to a very competitive low aerodynamic position that's perfect for racing. You know, the Synapse can be a race bike for someone who's very aggressive and puts a lot of miles in the saddle. It's also perfect for someone who does more touring, sightseeing, wants a performance road bike that's also very comfortable. The Synapse really does have tremendous bottom bracket efficiency, so that when you get out of the saddle and put a lot of power into the pedals, rather than the bottom bracket just moving back and forth from side to side, all of that force and all of that energy is really transferred directly to the rear wheel. The two things that really make that possible are the system integrated cranks, which again are the lightest, stiffest crank system out there, as well as Cannondale's legendary power pyramid down tube, which is a tapered tube that's much bigger in diameter down by the bottom bracket than it is up at the head tube. The Synapse is offered with 7 sizes, which is really a lot more than most traditional full carbon frames. It may be 3, 4, only 5 sizes. Our 7 sizes run the range all the way from a 47 up to a 63. The fact that Cannondale offers 7 sizes for the Synapse really speaks to how much we care about the customer. We want to be able to fit everyone from the largest all the way down to the smallest customer. It's not the easiest thing for manufacturing, but we knew it was important, and especially important for the customer who wants the ultimate road frame.